Hi everybody, it's Harry here from Sycamore Peterborough, and this weekend we're going to be taking a look at this fantastic BMW i3S approved used vehicle we have in stock and available here at Sycamore Peterborough. So without further ado, let's take a look at the exterior and interior of this brilliant electric vehicle. So before we cover the specific details on this exact model, let's cover range. So range is around 170 miles on the i3S, thanks to its 42.2 kilowatt hour battery. That powers a 170 horsepower motor with 250 newton meters of torque, allowing you to reach 0 to 60 in just 6.9 seconds, over 7.3 of that of the standard i3. This means that the acceleration range, particularly between 50 and 70 miles an hour, is far punchier, which is brilliant for joining motorways from slip roads on that daily commute. So onto this particular vehicle, this is finished in Imperial Blue with the electric blue highlights and this darker black bonnet. Imperial Blue gives an impression a little bit like Tanzanite Blue, which we covered in an X6 a few weeks ago, quite a deep metallic blue colour. Of course, it has the design of the iconic BMW kidney grills, as this car was first built up in 2016. However, of course, this grille isn't actually functional due to this being electric. Down the front here, we have these nice BMW LED headlights. We've got nice sweeping daytime running lights to them. It's really stylish, but very simplistic on this style of car. We've also got LED indicator lights down the bottom here. Also down the bottom, we've got an active grille, which helps to cool the batteries. And of course, we've got our front parking sensors, which tie in perfectly with the rears as well. So moving now down the side of this vehicle, we're first greeted with the 20-inch 431W BMW alloys. Really nice, stylish alloy for this car, just giving it that slightly sportier touch, especially with it being an i3S. We have black mirrors to tie in with the black bonnet against the darker blue bodywork, and an important thing to note down the side, which comes on to accessibility of this car, we have no B-pillar inside the car, which helps to reduce weight and increase accessibility in this electric vehicle. And this plays as we open the door, and if we pull this latch up the top here, the doors open with a split fold. Obviously no B-pillar here, making rear access far easier. We close those up. We move back down to the rear of the vehicle, where we also have our charging port with both AC and DC charging capability, allowing you to visit those 50 kilowatt DC charging stations and charge the car up much faster than the 11 kilowatts via AC. So now we come on to the rear of the i3. So first of all, we're greeted by these, again, stylish sweeping style lights, similar shape to the daytime running lights on the front of the vehicle. We have the i3S badging, of course, to indicate that this is the sportier, more powerful variant of the i3. And if we open up the boot, we see a really nice, clean, flat loading bay here, making loading up shopping so easy. Of course, we don't have any storage space as such underneath the false floor here due to the batteries of the vehicle and the motor. However, this isn't an issue, as there is adequate depth to this boot, and the rear seats, of course, can be folded down, increasing that space in the back of the i3. You can also, of course, remove the parcel shelf to increase the height of the boot. So you join me here on the interior of the BMW i3S. First off, of course, we have the very BMW-esque driving position, meaning the steering wheel, when adjusted, comes nice and far out, and the seating position can get nice and low in a sporty style, despite having batteries in the floor due to this being an electric vehicle. And on that note, we don't have a drive shaft, of course, with the motor being at the rear, meaning that the floor is completely flat in the front here, and we also have a lovely i3S badge down the bottom there, just to finish that off. However, that more open footwell just makes the vehicle feel far bigger than it actually is, meaning that you get a more spacious feel inside your cabin, but without actually having to make the vehicle bigger. At the front here, we have our typical BMW climate control settings. We have the dial for the temperature, the fan speed settings, and things like your heated rear windscreen and your heated seats. On the top here, we have the radio presets button and the volume dial. And at the top, we have BMW's brilliant iDrive system. However, this car is equipped with the larger 8.8-inch display, different to the standard 6.5-inch found on a standard BMW i3. This particular one is equipped with these nice cloth seats with the nice electric blue accenting around the edge. They're very comfy, they hold you in nicely despite not having enormous side bolsters, and they make the i3S just feel that tad more sporty. At the front, we also have the digital dashboard, which has been on the i3 since it was very first produced. It's quite a small display, displays the BMW i logo upon entry to the vehicle, and you get all your important information on there, such as the time, the date, the amount of battery you have, both in percentage and miles of range. And of course, we have things like your speed and cruise control settings on there. And down the centre here, we of course have the electronic handbrake and the famous BMW iDrive dial and controls to control the iDrive screen at the top of the dashboard. So that rounds off this fantastic BMW i3S we have in stock and available here at Sycamore Peterborough. If you'd like to test drive this vehicle and make it yours today, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us on 01733 70 70 70 or email inquiries@sycamorebmw.co.uk. We look forward to welcoming you soon. Have a great weekend.